Like,
I mean, I guess.
I'm not wrong here, Carl. I don't think I'm wrong. What, you doubt me, Janine? Janine doubts me, Carl!
Did you know she can speak German?
Yes, Janine, can you please speak German for me? Because I need to hear it again.
Was willst du denn, dass ich spreche?
Too bad
Oder
K.
was ich sage?
Too bad K isn't here to translate this. What'd you say, Janine? I don't even know.
What do you want me to say?
Can you say no?
9.
No, you gotta do it angry.
Nope, not gonna perpetuate that stereotype.
Yeah.
Okay.
That literally 9 is the only German word that I like. That's the first German word I ever learned, and honestly, that's just because of like,
I think Sean.
Sean, really, yeah.
Fegelein. I remember Sean saying that a lot.
Oh yeah, that video.
Which, by the way, recently I finally watched.
What? Oh yeah, wait, he's currently Don't worry, Carl, you're coming back.
Historian and actually handle back. Am I back?
Yes. What?
Okay. Am I back?
Yep.
Well, yeah.
Okay. Yep. Okay. Where did I last say?
About you remember seeing Sean talk about that video and stuff.
Oh, okay. So I recently watched a historian go over that video.
Mhm.
So now I understand the historical context and what they're actually saying, instead of just people memeing about it.
Wait, for which one?
It was the one scene where it was like Hitler was in the bunker, and basically, he had everyone just stay. He pretty much had all like every had everyone except high of like ranking officers stay. They were leave the area.
Oh yeah.
And he just berates his own members essentially. And yeah, now I actually understand like what he says, or at least what the dialogue was, because before that, people would just meme the heck out of like sad moments and just put that with, inaccurate subtitles and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's like that's the internet, to be honest. Like that's literally just the internet.
Just the internet doing what it do.
Uh-huh. That is true.
Alright, I need to head off to bed.
Yeah,
and
no worries. I'm gonna be playing some more banjo, but I will be on your stream, Carl. Maybe not right when Animal Crossing happens, because I might be eating dinner. But I'll be on for the 24-hour stream, and Janine better be on too.
Yes.
Someone being
And I think I might just get Jackbox myself.
Are you sure?
The reason being is because with this internet, I'm doubtful about the connection.
All right.
So
I mean, yeah, that's true. I mean, as I said, you can have access to my account if you really want to. If you don't want to spend money.
Steam account, you say?
Steam account, yeah.
How like much of a hassle is it going to be to uninstall the game and stuff like that?
Uninstalling the game?
On my storage.
Oh yeah, no, it's super easy on your end. All you have to do is like basically if you put it on, install on your computer, okay, with my account, and then if I get my account back and then like log off on yours, kind of thing. Basically, what will happen is that when you open your account, it will basically say like you don't have access to the account. Do you want on these your account? Do you want to buy them, or do you just want to uninstall them? And that's it. You can uninstall it on your account. Last time I tried it, which was a long time ago, but
yeah, because otherwise I would have had Jackbox installed on my laptop.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
So if you want to do that,
bed.
then I recommend it, because that's like 2 of those games, and I don't know how often you want to play Jackbox. I get it because
maybe comedian night actually.
I mean, that's up to, I would say only get Jackbox if you plan to play it on a decent amount of times. All right. But it's also at the same time, the 2 games you requested are specifically on two different Jackboxes, and they're not all the games are great, I would say. At least especially with just community members specifically. For example, Carl, when I say just for community members, there is a game called Roll Call specifically, and that has up to 6 people. And that roll call basically means that you should know what the other people are, like 6 other people, or 5 other people, kind of thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like there's categories say like, okay, we're going for movies. Say like Janine, you and I are playing it, saying like, okay, which one of you is more of the romantic person genre-wise, or which one's you more of the comedian, or which one's you more of the action star, drama queen, or whatever kind of thing. It's kind of like those cases where if you play with randos, you don't exactly know who's who.
Got it.
Yeah, so again, it is ultimately how you want to do it. Personally, I would say I can recommend like the ones that I use the most, and you can go decide from there, but still up to you. Also,
Okay.
Quiplash is free right now, so is it still free? It should be still free. You should go get it.
Okay. Yeah, Quiplash is actually really cool.
Yeah, it's Quiplash 1, it's
Right.
not Quiplash 2 or 3, but it should be free.
I have to freaking sign in.
Do it now before you go to bed, because I think it's actually expiring tonight.
I freaking real. Okay.
I'm not joking, by the
I
way.
was not allowed to go to bed yet.
No.
Quiplash.
Yeah, Quiplash 1.
It is free.
Yeah, get it now. Because I think it's expiring tomorrow. Or today, later today. And as I said, the other Jackbox games, you can try and decide if you want to buy it for later.
Alright. Downloading.
Alright, cool.
Alright. Oh, I'm off to bed.
Alright, well, take care, Carl.
Bye.
When do you
Okay.
want to... Okay, well, when are you going to get up to get ready for the stream? As in, this is like the earliest possible where we could talk about stuff.
I'm actually going to be waking up as pretty much the normal time as usual.
9?
Like around 9, but I need to help out. I need to help out with my family with some errands before then.
Well,
So
let me know ASAP, like actually, because you need to
Yeah,
get
I
ready. You
will.
need to take a nap.
will.
You need to take a nap before it.
I will.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'll definitely keep you up because I will I'll DM you
Yep.
as soon as I can.
All right.
Alright.
Take care. Have a good night,
Alright,
Carl.
guys.
Night,
Good night,
Carl.
Corinne.
Night, Carl.
Good night. Night, night.
Night night. Oh, I don't. I'm still a little worried about Carl being on the 24 hours, but he can make it, I guess.
Alright, it's gonna be rough on him, but
I mean, okay, how long? What's the longest you've stayed up for, Janine?
I've probably done like $30 hours, I think. Because the times that I've pulled all-nighters for like class or whatever, and then actually didn't take a nap, because usually I try to take like at least a small nap.
Mhm.
Usually in those cases, after my classes were done, I'd go home and take a nap. Gray's got a lot of confidence in him.
Well, here's the thing. Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, like, as long as Carl gets some like energy drinks and gets like enough like movement, because like I've stayed
Yeah.
up like 22 hours. I know I've stayed up 22 hours before.
Yeah.
And it's a lot. My worry about
It is.
my worry specifically is just Carl. He's never done. If it's from 9 to 12, say that's 15 hours.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would say at most he has done is about close to 20.
I mean, so he knows what he's like at 20, at the very least.
Yeah, he knows, but he needs the adrenaline rush. That's the biggest thing. Because, like, the reason why he
Yeah.
stayed up, like, he usually goes to bed around 12. Latest would be, like, 1 or 2 because of, like...
Can't relate.
Can't relate. I haven't done that in, like, since high school. But, yeah, but the reason why he stayed up till, like, 4 to 5 a.m. in the morning was because Mario Kart or, like, very fun multiplayer games. Like, Kraid, you know what I'm talking about about Mario Kart. Like, he really get that adrenaline rush where he forgets that he's tired. And it's until we stop. Like, yeah, we're having fun. Like, yeah, when we're having fun, it goes fast and all that stuff. But there will be a time, as you saw.
There's gonna be lulls.
Yeah, like there's gonna be a time where it's gonna be only Mario Galaxy and Odyssey. Those are the 2 games, and he's not really gonna have anybody to be there with, most likely, at the very least.
Yeah.
And even if he has people on call, it needs to constantly keep him going, because if there's not much stimulation, he's gonna end up being very sleepy. I feel like tomorrow I'm just gonna have to go out and buy like 3 Monster Energy drinks just for him.
Probably.
Do you think I should, Janine?
Yeah. I think it would definitely help for what he's trying to like endeavor. I more worry about like the streamer fatigue that he's gonna experience.
Oh yeah.
Well, he's not on his own camera, so I guess he won't be seeing himself, so probably won't be as bad. But still, like being like constantly performing for that long, like it's different than just like staying awake all night.
Okay, I did tell him that, because, like, okay, just to give you clarity, the main milestone, like the ultimate goal we're going for, is $200 for Apo Gamers, and I think that's a small, easy one for a first-time charity stream.
Yeah.
I did ask Carl that I did tell Carl, and he did agree to this during Art Stream, actually. Yeah, but this was after you left, Janine.
Okay. Keep me out of stuff.
This is what happens to you. But
This is what happens when I try to go to bed at a reasonable hour.
Yeah. Reasonable. Quote unquote.
It was not very reasonable, but you know.
But I did say that if he reaches $200 at any point in time, he's gonna stay no Celebi and straight up gonna be Carl base camp.
Okay.
But I also feel like that might be okay to do, because, like, yeah, Craig can be helping on voice call and everything, but we can actually watch on screen and be like, if he starts like being a little dozy, we can start motivating him with certain things.
Yeah, it'll be easier for the people who are supporting him through this to be able to give more accurate support.
I definitely want to try to be there as much as I can. I probably I want to try to be there for Phasmophobia, but I'm definitely gonna have to push my dinner time to later. I have to tell my dad that. Probably gonna have to get dinner ready by. Oh, you know, I'm gonna be cooking dinner barbecue tomorrow. Yeah, I think I should be able to. Move my dinner time a little bit after Carl, because I want to be like at 6 p.m. I want to be there with Carl ending his stream at the very least. Congratulating him at least. I mean, he did.
Yeah, I will not be able to. I will be in class at that time, sadly.
At 9 p.m.?
Yeah, I have class on Mondays till 10
That's
p.m.
that's weird. Wait,
Oh, it's because all of my classes are like evening classes.
the only okay, this is funny because the only evening class I remember taking was back in um uni, but
Yeah.
it's from like 3 to 5 or something.
No, mine is from 7:30 to 10 is my Monday class.
7:30 as the start time.
7:30 p.m. is the start time.
What kind of class is this? That goes at
It's
7:30.
one of my base classes. It's because some of my professors are like actively working in the field. My other two classes are both 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Yeah.
I still find it weird. Like, okay,
Yeah.
okay, I see classes. Okay, like I know like regular schools go for like around 3 p.m. All right, like I think like that's regular school. It's like that's not counting university. Universities furthest would go like maybe 5 p.m. to maybe 6 kind of thing. But I would never expect a class to be starting at like 7:30 to like 10.
It's because we're supposed to be able to like have a job at the same time, so our classes are really late. And also because some of our adjunct professors are working in the field, so they have to have their own clinical hours and stuff like that. That's, I think, the reasoning behind it, why it's set up the way it is.
This is all online, by the way,
Mm-mm.
or physically. So you can't even say hi to Carl at the very beginning of
Nope.
Phasmophobia.
I have my laptop usually open
Mhm.
during classes because we're allowed to have our laptops.
Oh yeah.
I might say hi during, like, I won't be able to put volume on or anything, but I can like do like a message into the stream.
Oh yeah, for sure. Just say like hi to Carl when he's like literally dead tired. Carl is
Have it on in the background.
Carl...
Honestly, I'd still learn more from that than from my actual class, but that's a different thing.
I just like I don't know. I'm just like the thing is just like I'm still like I'm just worried about Carl's 24-hour. Like I expressed my concern about 24-hour. Yeah, I've concerned to him both on private and on streams and stuff like that. Sean has like, expressed his like told that he shouldn't do it, and some other people did as well, but Carl still can go through it. So it's like, I mean,
He's a big one. He can make decisions on him.
yeah. He's just
not sound happy about that at all.
No. It's just more like I'm just concerned about him, how he's gonna feel the next day, Tuesday.
Oh yeah.
He's gonna feel like other crap. I also don't want him to be in trouble with his parents as well.
Is he going to be? Like, is that...
Well, it's Asian parents, Janine. They don't always approve with some of the things we do. Heck, if I did 24 hours, my dad doesn't approve of me staying up so late talking, doing all this all the time. If my dad and my mom were to find out that I did like a 24-hour stream kind of thing, they would definitely say like, "What are you doing with your life?"
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, even if it was for charity, all right? Even if I did it all for charity, which I am gonna only do a 24-hour stream only for charity, to be honest.
That's a really good thing.
Yeah, but they would immediately just say like, "You have so much other better things to do. Sleep is way more important than a stupid 24-hour charity stream," kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, sleep is important. I can't disagree with that statement.
Mhm.
But yeah, I hope he doesn't get in trouble with his parents. I just sometimes forget that
Mhm.
that's still like a thing that can, not necessarily a thing that can happen, but like a thing that like is prevalent enough to be a worry.
Sleep?
No, getting in trouble with your parents.
Yeah, no, yeah, no, it's that's it, yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
like, we're at an age where we shouldn't be too much in trouble with our parents, but at the same time, even if we were on our own, independent and all that stuff, like living on our own, we're paying for our own rent, we're paying for our own
Yeah.
classes and all that stuff. Like, I would say, like, our parents would still be like, "What are you doing with your life?" if they disagree with something that you're doing, kind of thing, right? Like,
Oh, yeah. I just got lucky that my parents have no fudging idea how to help me in the field that I'm in, and therefore kind of have to leave me alone to a certain extent.
I'm kind of in the same field where it's like my parents are my parents think that well, my mom doesn't know anything like about much of technology, so it's just like she knows like it's far beyond her knowledge, even if uh like she could barely understand a new technology, like new phone and new computer kind of thing. So she's like, she can't help me with anything with terms of like computer science. And my dad's just be like, interviews and stuff like that. It's like, yeah, you know it, but in the computer science, it's a bit more different. I don't know. It's just one of those things. It's just that it's just like parents will always just be like there to worry.
They're
All
gonna worry.
They're gonna worry and they're gonna question all your stupid decisions that they deem stupid.
Yeah, I mean, my parents still ask me how my grades are doing, so ain't gonna get away from that anytime soon.
Same thing with my parents, with my brother. Like, yeah, they did it with the university, which when I was undergrad, yeah, makes sense. But my brother, he is in medical school right now, and it makes sense that they still worry about his grades and everything.
Yeah.
The question is that when I become a parent of a child, will I become my parents?
Uh, there's a lot of evidence to say yes. Or at least that you'll be similar.
It's because like I grew up with it, and even though I actively try to avoid doing that, it would probably be like, yes, you're still thinking about it in your back of your mind or something like that, right?
It's I mean, your parents are your role models, right?
Yep.
So it's kind of like it's a learned behavior sort of a thing. You see how your parents do it, and then you end up being very similar to your parents because that's what you grew up with. That was like the norm. And you can change it and you can fight against it. And there are things, so you won't be exactly like your parents. You'll change the things that you struggled with, that you like deemed unfair, so stuff like that.
Yeah.
Um, so there will be differences, but a lot of the things are things that you got used to, and that you were like, oh, this is normal. And then also the cultural impact and all sorts of things. So you won't be exactly like a photocopy of your parents, but you'll have certain things that you'll take from your parents.
Oh yeah, no, I get that for sure.
It just is how it is. But if you have like, that isn't to say that like you'll be a bad parent if you had like abusive parents, which I'm not saying your parents are. Like,
Yeah.
that's not at all what I'm saying. But
Oh yeah, no,
like
I get
you
that.
can, like, there is then this cycle of like, if you have abusive parents, it is likely that you'll end up becoming abusive yourself because that's just the model that you're working from.
Hmm.
But that doesn't mean that you can't stop that and that you can't fight against that. It just takes more effort
Mhm.
and like better education. Well, better parenting education, I guess. Like there's stuff that you have to then unlearn. But it's all doable. You can be whatever type of parent you want to be. It just takes effort.
It does. This is one of those things that it's just hard.
Oh yeah. but I feel like most things in life are hard.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a matter of if you're willing to put in the effort for it.
Yeah. Why can't life be easy? Like, life serves everything on a silver platter.
Because it'd be boring? Like, let's be real. We like a challenge.
Yeah, we like a
It's the whole
challenge.
reason why we play video games.
I mean, I do like challenges, but there's also the times where it gets frustratingly hard, where it just makes it feel like it's impossible. Crate says, I think we're in a different generation that's more understandable and acceptable than the previous ones. So I can't see a lot of people today raising their kids the same way as parents. That's also true. Also, hey Space Lion, how you doing? Yeah, those are my games. How I've been doing. Hope you're having a good rest of your night.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely going to be a change. Like, it's not going to stay the same.
Mm-hmm. That's true. That's true.
You're going to say that now, Kraid, and then you're going to see an earlier generation, and they're going to be way more technologically advanced than we are. Because that's just the baseline that they're functioning with.
Mm-hmm.
Generational concern.
Good. Thanks, man. No worries. I'm glad. I hope you're having a good rest of your night. Also, Space, I just want to do another advertisement. I'm going to keep saying this until we get enough people, like a lot of people, but Fanta Yoshi VR is actually doing a 24-hour stream, charity stream tomorrow. Are you going to be able to join for that one? Starting at 6 p.m. Pacific time. And it goes until the next day, which is our Monday, 6 p.m. Pacific time. You think you're going to be able to join that? Also more adapted to technology. Oh yeah. Technology is just like, it's also, it just evolves so fast. It's evolves. I remember, okay, like this is funny. Like this is actually really, really funny, Janine.
Okay.
Do you remember floppy disks, right?
Yeah, vaguely. I never used them, but yeah, we had them at home.
Yeah, because like I was discussing this with Carl and like all this stuff. Like we were like discussing like, oh yeah, I remember floppy disks, and I remember playing with them because my dad had them in his office when I was like 5 years old, kind of thing, maybe less. And but we were in a generation that we kind of moved over when they were already becoming obsolete, and it was just like, man, technology's moved so fast that we already have like micro USBs, micro SDs just in the palm of your hand to hold so much data. And just like this is like within 20 years.
Yeah, no, we went from like big bulky floppy disks to like the tiniest little things that can hold way more than a floppy disk ever could.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tomorrow. Yeah, stop by for. I mean, it goes on for like 24 hours, so for sure you can do it. But there's also going to be donation incentive. It's a charity stream going for Able Gamers Space, by the way. So we're raising money for Able Gamers and donate. And also, if you donate within like a specific section, you get to do some donation incentives, which either helps whatever game Carl is doing or messes him up. All right. It's straight up, we're making donation incentives for all the games if best we can, obviously. Some games are kind of be a little bit more difficult when we were discussing it, but we're making as many donation incentives as we can so you can have fun, play around, and just mess us up. So for sure, if you want to donate, feel free. Otherwise, you can just hang out and do that. Big fan charity stream, just stop by. Yeah, for sure. And he does have a whole entire schedule that we're going to be putting up on stream as well, so you can check it out. But yeah, for sure, Space, hope to see you around. But speaking of which, going back to the floppy disk thing, Janine, I remember I remember a book. Okay, I remember a book, like, you know, do you know how servers look, like the actual towering servers that a lot of companies have, right?
Oh yeah, vaguely. I've seen them in photos. Yeah.
Just okay, imagine that, but they were like these like server side, like server. I saw a picture in a book that had like those kind of like server, like the size of those server size, like 4 of them together, and basically say like this giant thing that people like 5 people were trying to load onto a plane, saying like this is a supercomputer that had like 5 gigabytes of RAM.
Yep.
5 gigabytes was the supercomputer back in like the 80s. And I'm just like, 5 gigabytes of RAM is like crappy today's age.
Now.
Yeah. It's like I have a computer that's 32 gigabytes. We have computers that are 64. We have like supercomputers that are way higher in terabyte areas. So it's just like,
oh yeah.
So it's just like our technology has evolved so fast that it's kind of mind-boggling. Like when I was a kid, I remember fat computers. Like,
oh yeah. Yeah, with the thick monitors and the needing like a whole desk to carry all of it. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that I remember those. I remember pulling like the picture of like the Mac computers as a kid, and I was like, I remember playing these, and it's like Mac is now as thin as pieces of paper.
Oh yeah.
It's just like, wow. It's crazy to see all the memory compromises old games had to make. Definitely contributes to the fun of their brokenness. Yeah, no, this is also one thing I love about old video games. Like, heck, like old NES games. These games are like super tiny in memory, and this is what like fascinates me with a lot of old retro games, as well as like any other like system, like as we mentioned, like old computers and stuff like that. How did they put all these software and stuff into a working machine with only like megabytes of space, with only megabytes of RAM kind of thing? And in this day and age, it's like it's near impossible. Actually, I would say like, no, I mean phone apps are technically like megabytes or less kind of thing, but
yeah, but even then, like some apps are like not even as good as the NES games.
That's true. It just shows that we've evolved to a point in time where when we expect technology, we expect like it have a lot of gigabytes. How far we've come. Yeah. The fact that you can play Pokemon Red on a low-end graphic calculator is just amazing. Actually, that's fun. Actually, there's a meme within the gaming community now that's like, do you know Doom, Janine? Like the original Doom?
Yeah, vaguely.
Yeah, so it was basically a big influential game for first-person shooters, and it ran on the original DOS computer. I believe it's on the DOS.
Yeah.
I've seen memes where people purposely put Doom on the most ridiculous things as possible, on like a refrigerator, a calculator. I even saw it on a pregnancy test.
Oh my god.
No joke. This you think I'm joking?
Weird high-end pregnancy test.
Yeah, no, they legit put Doom on a pregnancy tester. And it was just like, wow. Yeah.
All right then. Yeah, they did. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it sounds like something that you would make up just for clickbait, but it's actually real. It's literally effing anything can run Doom. Yeah, I think the recent one they got one of those like store tablets or something like that. You know, the ones that when you go to a restaurant, Janine, now it's like order what you want or play games on this kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, someone took that and put Doom on there.
I'm not surprised. They have more complicated games on those things.
True, yeah. That's why it's super impressive that David Wise was able to get the sounds he was able to make for the music Donkey Kong Country. That's also true. So the aquatic theme, hydrate, yeah. The aquatic theme for Donkey Kong Country was so hard to put in. Like, I think it literally pushed the limits of the system by itself.
Oh my god.
Like, it was so hard to like compile onto the system that it was just like, how did they even put this on the system? So I think that's what I found pretty impressive with a lot of these old
Oh yeah,
games.
they worked with what they had.
Yeah, it's like, this is one of those things. I kind of feel like I miss the days of those days, because a lot of games now, like Ginny, you even relate to this, like Fantasy Star, like Star Online 2.
Oh god, yeah.
Like,
Yep.
many developers literally just say like, I want to put as many things as possible and limit myself, and not limit myself inside. And it's like, you have like hundreds of gigabytes. Call of Duty Modern Warfare, or Call of Duty Cold War, Black Ops Cold War, or like even Warzone is like well over 100 gigabytes to even 200. Heck, they even say to even have the full game of Modern Warfare, the new one, it's impossible to put it on a hard drive now, a 250 gigabyte hard drive anymore.
Yeah, they realize that we can build onto our computers and stuff like that to add memory space and add space to like have our games installed, which is absolutely ridiculous. Like that's
This is one thing. This is one thing I really do like Nintendo, at the very least, that their mindset is to put. Having less does not mean it makes a bad game. It just means that you know how to utilize what you have. Nintendo's like the king of developing like really small games. The heck, the biggest games are like Breath of the Wild, like Xenoblade 2 is like some of the biggest games I can think of. And those are like,
in their case.
what?
I mean, in their case, they developed the console that it gets played on, so they know what the memory limitations of their consoles are.
Mhm.
They know what the what is reasonable for them. So why would they ever push over it?
Yep. And yeah, no, Space, I agree. Like, devs nowadays have no respect. A lot of the devs now just like push a lot of memory. Like, more so AAA developers. Indie developers, not so much, obviously, because of limits and budgets and stuff like that. But a lot of AAA developers and publishers just go for best graphics, best effects, best everything as they can, which I honestly, at this point, is really deterring a lot of gamers from buying it. Heck, it really deterred me from buying Call of Duty Modern Warfare on the PC, because I don't want to give up 100 gigabytes just for that game. Heck, even like GTA 5, I don't want to give up like 60 gigabytes of my space just for it, personally. But should have
Oh yeah, there are so many games that I can't play because I don't have the space for them.
You can at least have space for one shot. It's like less than a gigabyte.
That's true.
One Shot was still a great game.
It was.
I really do miss that game. Maybe like we can hang out and I can finish recording that whole One Shot recording, so I can finish up editing the whole videos.
Oh yeah, does that still? It still needs to happen, doesn't it?
It still needs to happen. I haven't gone around to recording the rest of One Shot because I accidentally restarted it because I did something else, which I can explain later because that's spoiler territory.
Yeah, fair enough.
But I didn't. If you guys don't know One Shot, you guys should totally try it because it's a great story game. It really is. Let's see. But I shouldn't have to give up several hundred gigabytes just to play a multiplayer game, a battle royale shooter. Yes, or not even single player.
Oh,
Man,
yeah.
yeah, Fire Emblem is good. It's good music. That's why I have like a lot of different musics. I have cover music, which helps. But yeah, this is a good song. That's why I pick it. But yeah, no. See, I don't want to give up hundreds of gigs just to play multiplayer or single player. Heck, I'm more of a single player type person. Like, multiplayer, I really just like to play personally with friends at this point. If a friend has a game, I would like to play with them. If they don't, I generally don't really go for multiplayer nowadays. I really don't.
Oh, I was trying to find a new MMO to play with one of my friends,
Mhm.
and like literally every single one of them required more space than my laptop is capable of having free, which is ridiculous. And we went through like multiple different. We looked at multiple different MMOs. Like we went through a bunch of them trying to find one that like would be both fun and actually fit on my computer.
Oh yeah, no, I get that.
Ridiculous.
Restrictions breaths breeds creativity. Not having a direct to create something inspiring, entirely new and unexpected solution can breathe entire identity and uniqueness to the end product, which is also true. This is also one of those things is like when I talk about video games, I also it's like when it's like comes to like video games, it's like a lot of times when people port stuff to like consoles and stuff, like especially PC for example, they don't really optimize it well, which is one of the things. Like when I say optimize, I mean when the game is running smoothly, it doesn't have unnecessary files that in order for it to run on a console, because obviously you need certain things and certain other things, like, and then it's like I get it. It takes time, it takes money to get rid of like certain things and to work on stuff. Like I get it, and obviously if you get rid of a file, you could break an entire game. It's a joke within the computer science community, but it is actually very true. You don't know how true it was with me a lot of times when I delete a line of code that I know it's useless, but somehow it's the key to keeping my code running.
Yeah.
But they just like slap it onto a PC and it just like let it go. It's like yeah, it's like I don't want to have a game running like crap on a computer that I designed to play games, high-end games at the very least. And I don't want to have my terabyte space to be full of just only have like 4 games just because it's like those 4 games take up so much darn space on it.
Yeah.
And now with the Series X and the PS5, with now being like the most powerful computers to a lot of high-end gamers, the quality is gonna go even higher now, and so it's like it's gonna be like, it's almost like 50 gigabytes is almost gonna be the norm now, which is gonna suck.
Yeah, it is.
Like heck, I have like, how big is my Borderlands 3? Oh shoot, I'm running it. No, shoot, crap! I was only clicking on it and it clicked run. Oh, shiza. Well, that's awkward. Give me a second. I have to stop this game before it breaks anything in my PC.
Oh my god.
I will say like my Borderlands 3 file is literally 122 gigabytes and 90.93. That's how big like those AAA companies are.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of it does go to detail with a lot of the maps and stuff like that and the effects. But there's also like, I don't know. The thing about Borderlands though is that it has the gimmick of it has a bajillion gazillion guns, which it does hold the record for most amount of weapons in the game. So they're gonna keep going with that with future Borderlands games. That's the only problem. It's a good thing that you're not buying that game, because otherwise it takes even bigger. I'm off to bed. See you tomorrow. Alright, no worries, Space. I'll see you tomorrow on the charity stream. You take care. And have a good night. I'm just like looking at my... looks like my food is gonna arrive in like a few minutes. So I'm gonna keep talking until I get that so I can play some Banjo-Tooie. I'm hungry, actually.
That's good.
I'm actually hungry. Do you remember the nights?
Did you not eat the first one?
I did eat.
Wait.
I did eat, but it's just like... I'm hungry now.
Fair enough.
Did you ever have
I don't
those...
remember what night.
Huh?
Do I remember what nights?
Do you remember nights? Do you ever have nights where you eat like really late during university? I thought you did a couple times.
Are you talking about my life?
No, like back in university, like when we were in university, didn't you have like late nights with us and stuff like that and all that?
Oh, yeah. I was like, what do you mean eat late? I literally stay up until 4 a.m. most nights. Of course I eat late.
That's true. I shouldn't. I'll ask that a lot. It's true. Even I would eat like snacks and munch on stuff.
Yeah, James.
James is part. Well, James was never part of the 4 a.m. crew until recently.
No. Yeah, no, my roommates here, like out here in grad school, make fun of me because I have started to make a roast at like midnight before. So I might have issues with my timing, but it's fine. It's fine.
Wait, you make a roast at 4 a.m. in the morning?
No, at midnight.
Oh, midnight.
Slightly better.
Okay, that makes more sense.
I've literally at one point in time started like cooking like a roast in the oven at around midnight.
Makes some sense. Yeah.
Yeah. No, go for it.
No, I was gonna read off crate. I'm reading it. You can keep because I caught. With the more power consoles become, the more price will increase. I mean, the price of development is, I do agree, should be around like $70 because it's been like that for a long time. So labor costs does cost a lot, but unfortunately, it's gonna increase even more because of multiple other reasons. But you can only sell a console for so much to console game, but won't sell. Therefore, the prices will in DLC increase the price. I mean, that's just normal capitalism and all that stuff.
Capitalism, don't we just love it?
Super darn expensive.
Anyway, wait, so why were you asking about my eating habits?
I was just
College.
like, because I'm eating late. It's like, you should remember those nights.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Having like pizza at like
Actually-
2 a.m. in the morning.
Oh, God. Yeah. Stuff was open over there until touching late.
Oh, looks like they're here. I'll be right back, Janine.
Okay. I never know what to talk about when I'm on my own. Thank you, Crade. I just always feel like whenever they leave, but like I need to like somehow entertain you guys or say something, which would probably just be me talking to myself a lot.
I'm back. Hey,
Welcome
Janine.
back.
I'm back.
Hello.
I got it. I got it. Now I can actually stop complaining to myself that my tummy's grumbling. I get those munchies. And Craig's getting.
Oh, I feel it so bad. And Creed's also going get grabbing food. I was saying that like I have no idea what to do whenever like you or Carl like leave and I'm left alone. I'm like, what do I do? How do I entertain them? What do I talk about?
I don't know. Well, I mean, like, you could talk about, like, actually, how about this? Like, what do you like to
Go off on my art therapy.
Yeah, I'll go off art therapy, or, like, what do you like to draw most of the time? Don't you have, like, something that you like to draw most of the time?
I mean, I do a lot of different art.
True, but what's your
There's a lot.
favorite one to draw?
A favorite. I mean, I have a character that I absolutely adore drawing. Like she is my beautiful muse.
I ordered McDonald's because it's late, and I ordered like a Big Mac, like 40 different chicken nuggets.
I mean,
And fries.
That doesn't sound bad at all.
Yep.
I mean, I do. I've got this character that like I really like drawing. She was my first ever LARP character.
Yeah.
And I have some like gorgeous artwork that I've made of her. So I really like going back to her, and she keeps on showing up in some of my art. Otherwise, I have a habit of like when I'm doodling, flowers and eyes are like my go-tos.
Flowers?
Yep. Flowers and eyes.
Eyes I can...
Sounds slightly...
Eyes I can never get with. Because, well, okay. This is probably because I cannot draw eyes. Every time I draw eyes, they're like super creepy. Like
it takes so much practice.
Yeah, it's like every time I draw the eyes, it would be like, it's like, oh yeah, I know what I'm thinking of in my mind. It's like, oh yeah, this is gonna be perfect. And I just look at it. It's just the character's like straight dead stare at you. It's like big eyes and everything.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, where did I put that?
Also,
I have like at one point in time in class, I was just sketching a bunch of different looking eyes.
Oh yeah. Yes, 40 chicken nuggets, or McNuggets. Because why not?
I don't know. I just got really into the habit of drawing eyes, and I got really, really good at it. If I'm allowed to brag about my ability to draw.
Was eyes like, okay, what's the hardest thing to draw on a human? For you, specifically.
For me, joints. So like
the elbows and stuff?
More like where like, for me it's necks, ankles, and wrists.
Fists I can get a little bit. But necks, really? Necks?
They always look weird. I've learned like 40 different ways of drawing necks, and so it always looks weird. Because like the proper way to do it for a human being, for like a realistic drawing, is different than from like for a fashion model drawing, is different from a cartoon drawing. And there are certain times where you don't draw necks depending on the style, and then it looks even worse.
And then there's also necks like anime Dragon Ball Z kind of thing where they have like veins and stuff like that coming.
Yeah. So necks are just kind of like weird. Otherwise it's men. Men are the hardest thing for me to draw.
Also, yes, Kraid, I'm eating all the 40 chicken nuggets. They're hot, they're tasty, and I'm hungry. Hands are too difficult to draw. Yeah. Hands, like, okay, I'd rather draw hands than eyes, personally, just because of how I describe my eyes look really creepy. Like, you're staring at you constantly. And hands, it's like, it's a little wonky. It's like either really, really long fingers or really, really thin hand or fat hand kind of thing. So it's like, I mean, it's like, to me, when I think about it, I'd much rather have like a weird hand. I look at a weird hand all the time than a creepy eye. I've seen like how people draw fists as well. I mimicked a couple. Don't ask for my illustration, Janine, because I don't even know if I have them yet anymore.
Aw.
Even if I do, I don't even know where I put them. Which is even worse.
Fair enough.
I would show them. Because it... Wait a minute. Wait. I did send one in the email, so I might still have that email right now. I mean, I literally traced a image, so it's nothing. Don't expect it to be like really great or anything.
I love how much you're hyping yourself up over this.
I am not hyping myself up. I'm just like,
So you're going into this with so much confidence.
I'm going confidence that I still have it.
Oh, I'm being very sarcastic here.
I know.
There we go. Me trying to draw neck, hands, eye.
Oh, what was this?
Oh, legs can be annoying. Shoulders.
Shoulders are really annoying.
Shoulders are really, really annoying. I mean, I guess technically the whole... Oh, digits here.
Well, there's the Kyle I was talking about. Why is he going on for this late? Abolish Steve. Looks like they hate Steve. Also, hi Kyle. How was Emily's away? I'm actually surprised that you streamed for like more than 6 hours. Thanks, James. If you guys want to know what's the situation, I ordered a bunch of McDonald's foods because I got hungry. I blame Grace again. Hashtag blame Grace. And I'm eating while we're talking. I'm talking with Janine about a lot of things. Hey, Exodus, how you doing? Again.
Just jump from topic to topic.
Yeah. Hashtag blame Grace for food. It's all her fault, by the way.
Wait, why is it her fault? I thought you were hungry.
Oh, okay. This is funny because this was actually mentioned in last stream. I can get on. Yeah, no worries, Exodius. This was happened last stream where I was playing Banjo-Tooie and Justin was in the chat and he was just like, oh yeah, we're talking about pizzas and stuff like that, your favorite toppings and stuff like that. And it's like I said like, gosh darn it, now I'm getting hungry and Justin was like, now you know how I feel when I'm on Grace's streams. Every time she talks about food and stuff like that. It's like, yeah, she does that. Okay, hashtag blame Grace. And it's just like, hashtag blame Grace on my chat. And I just said, hashtag blame Grace in the private Discord with no context. And just Grace was like, what did I do? It's like, because you talk about food all the time. Now you made Justin and I hungry. Yeah, no, you know it's true. end up eating like past 3 times watching her stream. Yes, hashtag blame Grace for causing all of us to be hungry. This is such a bad streamer. Such a bad streamer, making her audience hungry. I don't do that all the time. Lol. But how you guys doing? Did you guys finish Emily's Away, or you guys still have stuff to go through? Comfy and hungry. DoorDash sponsorship win. I just ordered on DoorDash too. Give me a DoorDash sponsorship. Yeah. What were we talking about before the raid?
Art.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm trying to look for it and I can't find it. Did it disappear? Because it might have disappeared. Dang it. I think it might have disappeared. Dang it. I have to look into it more,
Like
but
the story.
well, here's the thing, Janine. I do want to show you how I imitated an art specifically. I actually do want your input on my imitation.
Ooh. Okay.
But I need to find it if I have the email. I think I have it because I don't really delete my emails. Art. Yeah, honestly, probably order food somehow. Middle. If it wasn't middle. Dude, this is why, like, it's literally like 1 a.m. But I know McDonald's stay open for so long, so it's just like, I gotta order from them at least. Or like, here's the thing, Crate and Exodus. Like every time there's gonna be a stream that you're gonna be on for a very long time, or gonna be staying up late for, order food ahead. Like, order it ahead. If it's Grace's stream, Exodus, that you're gonna be on, just order food ahead. Because like Grace is gonna talk about food anytime, and you're gonna get hungry, and it's like, all right, it's time to eat. Like, you just gotta do that. Get out of here with that logic. All right, then there's just.
How dare you be making sense?
Then just yell at Grace for talking about food. Tell her to never talk about food. Actually, how hard is it for Grace to be like have a stream that she never talks about a food ever? And I say talk about food, not necessarily eat it. Stop eating on stream. Impossible. Actually, that makes me think of another topic. It's like, what topic? Because like everyone has a topic that they really like. But what topic do you guys have that you guys can never stop yourself from not talking about? Whether it be brought up or someone like you just want to talk about it now or something like that.
So many.
It helps get rid of the leftovers at least. That's true. Zodis. So it's like Grace helps him get rid of.
Oh my god.
Oh, come on, Zodis.
So it is.
Zodis. True. I know one topic I always like is talk about games. Like anything about games.
Oh, yeah.
Will be like, you can get me talking for like hours and hours on end.
Can confirm.
I'm sorry, Janine.
What? I like it.
I know,
There's
but
a
it's,
reason I have a lot of nerdy friends.
yeah, but here's the thing. I sometimes feel bad. Like, I legit feel bad when I talk about like games or something like that. Like on like as I said, I can talk about for hours. I can talk about for hours non-stop, and then all the people just can just listen to me. But I also feel like it's tiring. It can be annoying, or they just don't want to be rude to me and say like we want to do something else. And I just feel like I'm wasting people's time sometimes when it happens. I don't know. And sometimes I feel like I feel like I've done that to you, Janine, here and there.
Probably. I can't actually pull out a single time that you've done that to me, but there's a high chance we've known each other for long enough.
We've known each other. We've done it at 4 a.m.
Oh god, right? Which, speaking of, 1 minute till.
Your 4 a.m.
Yeah, my 4 a.m.
Always fun to
No,
talk.
but like,
Yeah. No, keep going. Keep going. Sorry.
I don't really have a problem with you talking about video games and that sort of thing. Like, as long as you're willing to like deal with the fact that I am not well versed in them and therefore will probably have a bunch of dumb questions
Mhm.
or just sarcastic remarks. That's fine. Like, I like it when my friends talk about things that like make them excited.
At least it makes you seem like you're actually paying attention, because sometimes the people are just like, okay.
And then you get my stupid questions like, what the fudge does that acronym mean?
Yeah, don't you know what this acronym means? It's all gamers know, Janine.
I'm sorry, I didn't know that. I've definitely said stupid stuff like that.
Probably.
I definitely have had stupid remarks to you explaining some sort of game to me.
I wouldn't doubt that. Also, yeah, no worries. Great. I think I have the same thing with game design, maybe. But that's what friends are for. You get excited about your stuff and talk their ear off, and vice versa. Yeah, but I also feel bad when I do that, because like, also, I just want to quickly say hi, Shed, before I continue my thought. No worries. How are you doing, Shed? Hope you're doing well. But going on to this, like, the thing is about with friends, like, I still consider them as human beings, where they have their own lives. They're now we're making Grace hungry.
Tell you to shut up.
Yeah, no, but it's just one of those things. It's just like, I don't like, even if they're willing to like sit there, like, heck, like even ranting, for example, kind of thing. Like, I always offer myself to be a person that people can rant on, like when they're having a difficult time, and it's like, hey, I want someone to rant on. Can I use you as to literally throw steam out the window, kind of thing? And it's like, go for it. And it's just like, I don't mind it. And it's like people, but when people say it's like, I don't mind being a ranting buddy, or like I talk about stuff like hours, as I said with Janine, I just feel like I'm kind of feel like wasting their time if they don't know what I'm talking about, or they just can't really have too much inputs. I just don't want to bother them with that a lot. Also, I'm glad you're doing well, Shed.
I mean, like, people have their own agency. If they didn't want to spend their time with that conversation, they always have the right to say no and stop the conversation there. I mean, like, one of my roommates will literally, if she does not want to continue a conversation, she will just walk away.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, people have agency over themselves, so you don't need to feel bad for them. And also, for me personally, at the very least, I really enjoy seeing my friends get excited. And while I don't understand a lot about like video game mechanics and and that sort of thing, there's something nice about just somebody taking the time to explain to me what the fudge it is that they're talking about, but also like getting that energy of like somebody being like excited about their own thing. Plus I get to like then hang out with my friends and like spend time with them, which is like honestly the best thing ever, right?
Oh yeah, no, exactly. I mean, same. I don't really talk to people a lot. If I have a friend or two that would talk to kind of go overboard, and I feel bad. Yeah, no, like Zodus and I are feeling the exact same thing when it comes to those type of stuff. It's just like, and then there's times where it's just like, I just want someone to talk to, and then it's just like I held them up for too long. This is outside of those like making people stay for longer on hours on stream and stuff. Hi, James.
Oh yeah, you've definitely pulled the "but Janine, stay on longer" card on me so many times.
Okay, I do that for jokes. Okay, I hope you know that.
Oh, I do. I 100% do.
I mean, I've done it to Lissa, where
Oh, yeah.
it's just like Lissa will be like, "All right, I'm going to bed." It's about Lissa. What about this topic? And she stays on for another 3 hours. I literally did that during Banjo Kazooie, so.
I mean, any of us, if you can get us talking, we will continue to talk.
So what you're
You
saying?
ever see that picture floating around on the internet where like there's a person with a piece of paper taped to their back that's like, please don't talk to me. I have a lot of homework to do and I have no soul.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I've seen that. But so like, but Janine. So what you're saying is, if I get you to talk for a long period of time, you can stay up all night with me, right?
You're acting like this is new information.
I'm acting like it's new information that I don't know. You know what? You're 100% right. You're 100%.
You've seen me, heard me go off. Like, I can talk about like any of the D&D sessions that I've been in, any LARP that I've been in, anime, manga, art, like anything that I'm interested in. I can talk for hours on it.
I mean,
I thought about playing D&D, but like, I feel like something that could happen, like depending on the group you play with, like you might end up like having more time just people talking to each other and like stuff actually happening in game.
I mean, that's part of the fun, but yeah.
isn't it
I think it depends on like what you want from your group.
Isn't at that point the game manager has to take care of everything?
Sort of. It depends. I've had DMs who will just let us do out of character banter for like a decent amount of time, and then they'll just have something happen in game, so then we have to like redirect our like perspective to it. I've had another DM where like while we play, most of us stay fairly in character, but we have a lot of banter. So what he'll do to us is like one campaign that I was a part of, we were having banter about one of the player characters was trying to explain to the other player characters things that you shouldn't call elves, because we were there as delegates, like we were in an elven nation as delegates, and we were playing country bumpkin kobolds. And so this guy, like this character, was trying to explain to us like what not to call elves. And our DM took it as us like arriving at port and then descending from the ship. So while we're having this conversation, we are walking up to the elven delegates. And he doesn't like tell us that. So just suddenly we get like, we're talking, and then our DM is like, yeah, so the elven people who are like there to greet you from like the castle give you some weird looks for that conversation you're having. And we're like, oh shoot, we had this oh no. So I've had DMs do very different things with like the amount of out of character banter that we have. And also just sometimes you just need to go off on tangents because you're just friends having fun.
Okay.
Sorry, this is a topic that I can definitely talk a lot on.
No, I can tell. That's totally fine. I just want to quickly say that I did a stupid.
What'd you do?
I thought a McFlurry was a dessert. It's a coffee.
Oh, wait, really?
Yep, it's coffee.
Oh yeah.
And I ordered a large one because I thought it was a dessert.
Good job.
I'm gonna be up all night.
Yeah.
McFlurry. I thought McFlurry was just ice cream.
I also thought that McFlurry was just.
It's caffeinated.
Oh.
Shad says that McFlurry is an ice cream.
Well, apparently this is caffeinated at least. 24-hour stream. I'm okay. Oh yeah, I actually I don't even know if Kyle advertised this. I probably didn't. But there is actually a 24-hour stream, Exodus, starting tomorrow on Panto Yoshi VR's channel. James, can I get a shout out? Is it dessert? Because it's literally in a coffee cup. McCafe. I ordered a McFlurry.
I forgot the shout out.
SO. They messed up. I thought it was dessert. Did they mess it up? They did forget like 2 of my orders. Let me double check this. Oh yeah, no, this. Oh, I did order an M&M McFlurry. That's what I thought. Yeah, they gave me a coffee. I gotta have to say this before I forget.
Before you forget.
Yep. Because like I have to. I paid for like a bunch of these stuff, and then it's like I did not get the stuff I got.
Oh, did they just totally mess up your order?
Yeah, I only got 2 of my orders properly. My drink and my nuggets.
Seriously? Wow. That's
I need you.
actually pretty bad.
Panda Yoshi VR. Yeah. Assume he's one. Yeah. So, yeah. So Phantom Yoshi. No, they're not the same person. Okay. No. Dad, please don't mix up the Zodias. Zoda. So, just to explain, Phantom Yoshi VR is Phantom Yoshi VR is a friend of mine who I've known since like high school, and he is streaming a 24-hour charity stream for able gamers tomorrow, starting at 6 p.m. Pacific time. So 6 p.m. to 6 p.m. So it'll be a Sunday to a Monday.
Oh my God.
Shit, of course. That's 1 a.m. McDonald's group.
Really trying there.
Really trying. But yeah, so Phantom's Blazer.
Definitely Exodus.
Of course. But this 24-hour stream is going to be starting tomorrow. If you want to join in for us, there's going to be a lot of fun games. The schedule is going to be on screen on there. But we got like, let's see, Smash, Uno, Jackbox, Mario Kart, and then we got Phasmophobia, Among Us, Scribblio. We got a lot of that going on tomorrow. I'm helping him set up and stuff like that. But he's going to be like doing a charity stream. It's going to be for able gamers, and it's going to be the donation incentives, Exodus. So it's not just going to be donation. It's going to be donation incentives, where it's basically saying like, if you donate this amount of money to able gamers, you're going to either mess with us or you're going to help us, or just do something that we're forced to do. I think that'll probably be something fun we can do, obviously. So it's obviously 24 hours, so join in whenever you can. I have the whole schedule up right now because he doesn't have like the whole what was it? He doesn't have like it posted fully anywhere, but it's gonna be like Animal Crossing first, Uno, And then Jackbox, Smash, and Mario Kart. Most of this is gonna be 2 hours, by the way. It's like Dragon Ball Fighters, Apex Legends, Super Mario Galaxy, Odyssey, and then like Pokemon Sword and Shield, Scribbly.io, Among Us, and Phasmophobia. Blazer, Dor and Jade won't make most of the 24 hours, just a heads up. We have school during most of the stream. No worries, Shed. At least I hope we can see them on the stream at the very least. Like, at least saying hi is better than not saying and not showing up is all. What is this having a life nonsense? Oh, sounds like a fun schedule. Yeah. And obviously, Xodus, you can join in on some of the fun with the multiplayer games as well. So like Scribbler.io is a big one. It's called the Australian education system, where if we don't attend, we don't get our certificate. Isn't that any other education system, Janine and James?
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like sometimes you can get away without showing up to class. I will not promote that though.
Followed. Definitely will have to stop by. No worries. Thanks, Exodus. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm gonna be on it for most of the time. And obviously, other people are gonna join in. I believe, like Grace and people are gonna at least say hi and stuff. And Janine's gonna say hi at least, but she can't stay to the end. Plus, if they catch us on our phones, they take it away for the rest of the day. Really? No, I mean, I had that in high school. I had my phone taken away one time. It was annoying.
I never had my phone taken away. That wasn't... I don't know if it wasn't a thing that they were allowed to do. What? But never happened at my school.
I had a teacher one time because like I was calling my mom just to make sure she was okay, and he just like straight up took my phone because like the power went out in the area, and I just wanted to see if she was okay and everything. It was during the middle of a class. I get that, but he kind of just like walked up to me, demanded my phone, and then just took it. I don't know, that teacher and I wasn't on the same wavelength in a lot of cases because like he wasn't a bad teacher. He just like the stuff I do and say, he just was like, no, I don't approve.
He just didn't like you?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure at some point like he just did not like me at all. Like straight up did not like me.
It's no fun.
So it's just one of those things. It's just like it. I think he took a little bit of more bias towards me. Started to, at the very least. I mean, I wasn't the best student in education wise. I didn't really like. It was during pre-calc, so I barely fully paid attention in a lot of cases.
Still though, that sucks to have like a teacher that like is like that. Takes on that attitude.
Yeah, no, and I get that. It's one of those like it was really embarrassing because I had to ask my dad to come and pick it up, and he just like yeah, your kid did this, like don't ever do this, like you know, like here's the thing, it was like you pick up the phone at the main office, but instead it's like the main office was like, yeah, you pick up at the teacher, and he's like, yeah, he wanted to tell my dad straight up against me. It's like, actually, that, and now I think about it, that's actually a dick move.
Yeah, you can get into a lot of trouble also for that. Like the whole confiscating of property, especially something like a phone, is... I think my school couldn't really do it, or didn't really do it, or couldn't really do it because like they were so afraid that they would like get sued or something.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. My request is that you play Moo Moo Meadows at least once while I'm here.
River Meadows is the only good map, according to Shed.
I mean,
I almost call you Shade. I'm sorry.
I mean, at this point, you can call Shed Shade at this point. I get it, but also he has always felt a bit weird to me, especially how expensive phones are now. Yes, smartphones are always that. Yeah, no. With how like phones nowadays are like like $1,000, and back in the day, we had like flip phones, and smartphones were becoming a new thing. With the yeah, like iPhone and iTouch and all that stuff. So, man, again, going back to technology, how far it advanced.
But also, there's like a lot of private information on a phone. Like people keep a lot of like personal information on a phone.
Yeah, true. Especially it's like sensitive context, sensitive information. Like heck, we even have like we can download documents and stuff like we can use for phones and like in education and all that stuff and all that.
Some people use their phones as their wallet. Like
that's true. Like imagine a staff member confiscates $1,000 phone, something happens to it, gets damaged, lost, it's going to be a really bad blame game. Who gets to pay for it? That's true. If the school damages private property, the school has to fix it. Or you can sue for more money.
But also, like, what happens if, like, you took the kid's phone and then an emergency happens?
Yeah, no. Like, one of those things...
What you gonna do then?
It's one of those things is that confiscating a phone... I feel like you should only confiscate it up to like the classroom at the very least, like at the end of class, like put it in front of you and all that stuff. But putting it towards the office where the kid might not be able to get it until the next day. Heck, I couldn't even get my phone until the next day, I believe.
Oh God.
Yeah, no, I think I couldn't because my dad was working. The school was closed when he gets off. I don't think my mom was available. And so I had to ask my dad in the morning, can you come to school early in the morning to pick up my phone?
Your dad must have been thrilled about that.
Yeah, no, it was actually, now I think about it, that teacher, because I remember, it's like when you get your stuff confiscated, you bring it to the office.
Yeah.
And he decided to keep it just to tell my dad, it's like, yeah, your son should not use this phone. It's just like, what a dick now. It's like he's very heavily biased against me. I mean, I had a couple teachers who are biased against me.
Shed says one time a kid broke their arm alone at the Oval but couldn't call for help because their phone was confiscated. They were there for like 2 hours until recess came around. Yeah. So did you have a lot of teachers that didn't like you?
I only can think of 2 teachers that didn't like me. One of them was, I think, one of my old history teachers that just didn't want to talk to me anymore, which I found more respectable than what my pre-calc teacher did. It's like, yeah, I'm not a great student, and I didn't pay attention to a lot of classes, partly because I stayed up really late and all that stuff. But I just didn't like certain actions they did. And we just didn't agree on everything. I do remember one time when I was in middle school, I was basically my idea book where I like to make up like little stories and doodles and stuff like that kind of thing was confiscated because I was doing it in class. And I like to do that, and I thought it was okay. It was confiscated. And what was worse was that the teacher was very concerned because I was thought like, oh yeah, guns or like action and stuff like that, because like I just like to draw like little action scenes in my head kind of thing.
You were into action movies.
Yeah,
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
but she told the principal and told the counselor and basically says like why are you doing this? It's like, cause I like it. It's like, yeah, it's a school, but I'm not concerned to be a murderer of anything. It was actually very embarrassing to explain all that because I really didn't like that.
I mean, given the uh, environment over the last couple decades and like students actually pulling literal weapons out in schools.
But this was like back when I was in middle school. Not middle school. No, this was actually in middle school. Yeah, no, it was in the middle school when I was doing.
You're not wrong, Shed.
It was just very annoying, is all. They were like,
I can believe that.
yeah. Well, it's America. They have concern about guns. Yeah. I feel like school systems. I know I don't care. Like they honestly a lot of aspects that if you think about them are awful. Students are expected to be absolutely submissive while being treated as less than people. Privacy is just not a piece. Yeah.
Oh, there's so much to be said about. Yeah.
There's so much to be said about it, but I don't want to go into that a lot of that detail just because it gets into a lot of different topics that I don't like to talk about.
That's fine. We can not touch on that. All of that.
Yeah, I just wanted to tell my story. Really is all about like my school. This is like my first time actually talking about. I think this is my first time really talking about it because I never really brought it up in like any aspects of like conversations. Because can't let them just do whatever and has to be authority and stuff. My girlfriend is a teacher. Oh, okay, cool. So you know about this that stuff.
Many conversation.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I think you vaguely mentioned.
Mhm.
I'm trying to remember what was said on stream and what was not at this point.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of things that I've talked about, and I'm fairly confident I never talked about that type of stuff ever in my life. And that is what it is, to be honest.
I mean, it's your comfort level. It's what you want to share and want to project to the world.
I mean, I wouldn't have shared it if I wasn't comfortable. Yeah, but it's like this type of story is like it's old. It's really old. No one knows unless Janine, you know where my high school is. I've told my high school at the very least.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't. I don't think I've revealed my high school and everything, and it's totally fine. I want to keep it like secret just because I don't want people stalking that area personally.
That's fair.
Yeah, so it's just like, and also like as much as like those teachers did not really agree with me, I still respect them as teachers. Like as I said, the pre-calc teacher, he was a good teacher. We just didn't get on the same wavelength, is all. And I think that's outside of the realm of professional and personal life. I don't know if style school is interesting. Okay, cool. And that's your teacher. Oh, really, Shed? Your dad's a teacher? What does he teach? What does actually Ego? What like Zodis? What does your girlfriend teach? Actually, I'm actually curious what your guys' subjects are. But still, a lot of stuff makes me go WTF. Like now that I'm old enough to realize the stuff. Realize like blarg when you order. That's true.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I literally have to work with my therapist against some of the stuff that I've gotten so used to from growing up in academia.
Yeah, no, I get that. Got a creep in your window. No, Zodis. But I get that with school. That it's like the story is just old. It's old, and I don't want to cause any more problems. But it's like it's old enough that it's like it's not like uni stories kind of thing. So. It's a little different, and we've clearly mentioned what university I went to.
Oh yeah.
Like, I think it's like at that time it's like this type of stories would probably cause maybe some people, if they ever saw it, some concern. So it's just like, no, let's at least. I mean, at the very least, I don't think I've had. Well, I did. I'm pretty sure I had a couple bi teachers that didn't fully like me, but obviously you can't have every single teacher like you or professor.
Oh no, definitely not. And favoritism is always
I've
a
never
thing.
been on the bad end of teachers. Personally.
Oh, I have, and didn't know it because I was a stupid elementary schooler.
Well, I would say like you don't have to be on the bad end. It just be like more.
My 6th grade teacher, but that's about it.
I mean, like I would say not bad end. It'd be more like favoritism. At that point.
Oh god. I have like my mom recently, well, within the past like year or two. So I knew that there was a teacher. For some reason, I was pretty sure that most of my teachers liked me.
Yeah.
But apparently one of my elementary school teachers, like very, very early on, like kindergarten or 1st grade or something like that. The teacher that I had disliked me so much because I was German. Like straight up was like the type of person to say that like why the fudge am I in school, like in public school? I'm not American, how dare I be there? And like promoted other kids to bully me. So I've been on the bad end of a teacher before. Like I've been like a disliked child before for a teacher. I just do not remember it.
Well, I would say this at the very least, because at least now you're not there anymore. At least God hope I don't you ever feel that anymore, kind of thing.
Oh god. Yeah, it's one of those things. Yeah, this was like a fudging bizarre teacher. Apparently, according to my mom, it colored like the rest of my experience at that elementary school. But I have like no memory of this teacher hating me because I for some reason thought that my teachers only liked me and that I was a very likable child, which just give you like a weird perspective on it of like how many teachers have I had that didn't like me.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Right?
And I get.
Fortunately, I don't think I've ever had another teacher who promoted bullying me. I just had to deal with idiot kids who bullied me.
That's different than the authority figure.
Right.
My mom told me that my kindergarten teacher really did not like that I was left-handed.
That's an old one.